Okay, good evening everyone and welcome to another subscribers only readings. This live is visible to everyone, but because it's a subscriber only readings night, only subscribers can get readings tonight and comment. Hello Dr. Sunshine Fire. I see Dr. Sunshine Fire. Hello everyone that is just joining. I'm just going to put Dr. Sunshine Fire down on list because she's the first one here. Yay! Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Apologies for having a few days off, but with the new spring season and with everything that's been going on with the trolls and scammers and all the rest of it, I decided to take a few days off and revamp the Mystic Witch. So as you will see, it is no longer the Mystic Witch, it is the Hippie Gypsy Witch. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Diane. Yay, Diane's here as well, so let's put Diane on the list. Yay, Diane. Okay. So we've got Dr. Sunshine Flower. I keep calling her Dr. Sunshine Flower because she is a flower. Hey, Susan's here. Hello, Susan. Let's put Susan on the list as well. So we've got Dr. Sunshine Flower. I'm going to call her that from now on. Dr. Sunshine Flower, Diane, and we've got Susan. So far, welcome in. Hello, hello, everyone. Alrighty. Yay. Okay, we got Loretta in the house. Hello, Loretta. Okay, just waiting a few more minutes. We'll see if we've got some more jumping on. So while we are waiting, just for Susan, the list I've got so far, Dr. Sunshine Flower, Diane, Susan and Loretta. So if any more come, they can be added. Okay, so as I was saying, there have been a few changes, which is why I needed to take a few days off just to get everything sorted. So you will notice big changes, not just on TikTok, but also on my Facebook as well. My Facebook page, The Mystic Witch, has closed down as from today, and it is now the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch page. I have updated my website and even updated the website link because obviously it's not the Gypsy Witch anymore, the Hippie Witch. Yeah, it's not the Mystic Witch anymore. Oh, getting myself confused here. Hello, Lucy. Thank you for the roses. Hello, Adele. Okay, so the Mystic Witch is no more, and on TikTok it is the Hippie Gypsy Witch. And on Facebook it is the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch. The website now has MKS for Milkshake, and it also has the Hippie Gypsy Witch on there as well. Yay, Loretta subscribed again. Yay, thank you, Loretta. You are awesome. Welcome again to Subscribers Corner. Adele O'Donnell has subscribed. So let's put Adele on the subscribers list for tonight's reading as well. So for those that are watching and cannot comment, the reason being is it is subscriber only readings. So if you are not a subscriber, you will be able to watch the readings but not take part or comment in the readings. It is only if you subscribe that you can comment and join in the readings. Hello, Adele. Yay. Welcome. Okay, so we've got Dr. Sunshine Flower, Diane, Susan, Loretta and Adele. Oh, and we have Lucy as well, because I'm going to put Lucy at the top, because Lucy did come in earlier. So we've got Lucy at the top, Susan. So it's Lucy, Dr. Sunshine Fire, Diane, Susan, Loretta and Adele. Okay. Yay, Lucy got a subscription. Yay. We have Lucy back. She could not resist rejoining. Welcome back. Fantastic. Well, you're on the list anyway, Lucy. But thank you for subscribing again. So we have got a few coming in. That is fantastic. Okay, so just before we start with the readings, there is a brand new schedule up as well. Now, before I had 2 free readings night a week. But because they were super busy, I decided to cut it down to just 1 free readings a week. The reason being, subscribers get a good deal. They get free readings every time I go live. And in the UK, that's only $4.99 for a month subscription. Now, that $4.99 gets them 2 card readings free every time I go live. Every single time. Whether it's a free readings night, whether it's a gift readings night, it doesn't matter. Subscribers will always get 2 card readings free. They also get, of course, their subscriber only night every Saturday night. And the last Saturday of the night, they get a free prize draw as well. So they do get a lot. So there's a lot of people out there that are quite happy just coming in 2 days a week getting their freebies. Whereas others are paying for swans to get a 2 card reading, or they're subscribing. So I decided to cut it down to 1 day a week for free readings, and that will be a Thursday evening. So Monday, Tuesday and Friday will be gift readings. So if you're not a subscriber, you would have to gift a swan to get a free 2 card reading. Well, not a free, but a gift reading. The only freebies on gift readings will be yes/no answers if we have time in between the readings. Thursday, everyone gets free readings. including non-subscribers. Non-subscribers, as always, get one card, and subscribers get 2. I have put the new schedule up on TikTok page, and I will put it in the pinned post as well later on. So the website has been updated with the new Facebook page, and the website link has been changed and updated on my TikTok profile as well. So everything that has been changed is now on my TikTok profile. So the TikTok name has been changed, the website link has been changed, so do make sure that you're using the new link on the website. So if anyone has any questions, please ask. Now, as well as that, of course, we'll be having card of the day from tomorrow. That's coming back. Daily moon phase will be back as well. Also, if you are on Facebook and you're on the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch Facebook group, again, the link is all in the bio. On Wednesday, during the day, we will have a rune reading where you can come along on the group page, and pick a rune stone. And then on the Thursday, I will be revealing the rune number, so that the runes readings. So that is on a Wednesday over on the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch group page for those that are on Facebook. Okay, I think I've covered everything that is new. So without any ado, I'm just going to ask Susan if I've missed anyone. So I have got Lucy, Dr. Sunshine Fire, Diane, Susan, Loretta and Adele so far. So hopefully we have everyone up to date. Okay, I'm sure I've seen Colette coming in. We'll see if Colette can join us as well. I'm sure I saw Colette just popping her head in. But we'll wait a couple of minutes just to see if she shows up. Okay. Alrighty. So for those that are just joining, this is a subscriber only live. You may see it if you're a non-subscriber, but you won't be able to comment or receive a card unless you subscribe. So every Saturday is subscribers live, but I always put it public so that non-subscribers can see why our current subscribers like to subscribe month after month after month, because they get these Saturday readings all to themselves. Okay, so we're going to start with Lucy. Lucy, the cards that you can choose, 2 cards you can choose from are the Magic Unicorn and the Old Faithful. So you can have 2 of each, 2 of one or the other, or 1 of each. What would you like? Okay, do you want two Old Faithful or 1 Old Faithful and 1 unicorn? I know you like Old Faithfuls. I just wasn't sure whether you would want one of each or 2 Old Faithfuls. You got it, 2 Old Faithfuls. Okay, let's shuffle. And of course, as we're shuffling, your Nan is coming through loud and clear and says hello. Mr. Chauffeur is in the background, flipping his cap, and he's also flipped a card. But I caught it in midair. That's bleeding good going for me. Usually I don't catch them. Okay, so I'm assuming the chauffeur has chucked out the first card for you. And they both say hi back. Okay, so let's shuffle again and see what the second card is coming. That one, that's the first time a card has flew out of the deck and I've actually managed to catch it. Fluke. I could never do that again if I tried. I caught it before it hit the deck. Alrighty, either that or the chauffeur put it in my hands. One of the two. But I'm just going to call it a fluke anyway. I have got my lovely cauldron and hippie crystal melts burning as we speak, and they are absolutely amazing. I used to love the Scentsy candles, and I used to think you could never beat the Scentsy candles, but OMG, you cannot beat these ones. The ones that the one that I have got burning just now are these ones. These are the Luna, and look how pretty they are. They have got crystals in them. Beautiful, beautiful crystals in these ones. And these ones are the Cleanse. And again, it's got the different crystals in there as well. So when you melt them, they melt with the crystals. And then, of course, when the wax is all unscented, you can simply take the crystals out and add them to your collection, which is why I love them. So yeah, that's what I've got burning in my little cauldron. I'll let you have a look. I don't know if we can see my little cauldron here. Let me just see if I can, whoops, get this camera angled. Right, there's the, whoops, I'm going back to front here. But there's the little cauldron. And there, in fact, if we just, I might be able to just tap the screen, maybe. Do we tap it to change it? Let's have a look. I don't know if we can tap this to reverse the camera. Alright, maybe we can't. Okay, but you get the gist anyway. I am not lifting the hot cauldron, but you get the kind of drift. Let me see if I can do it this way. There we are. There's a little cauldron sitting burning away to its little self. And this is the little crystal candles that we sell as well. And again, these have the crystals inside them as well that you can burn along with the candles. Love the fact that you can have air, fire and earth all in candle melts. How amazing is that? Thank you for the follow. So you'll get all of them in my Hippie Life shop, which is on the first page on my website. There is a shop link. If you're in the USA, please message me. It has a different shipping method for the USA ones, but the USA can order from my store. So if you want to order from my store and you are from the USA, please send me a message and I'll give you all the details on how to do that. All right, so going back to Lucy's 2 cards, the one that came out and flying was the King of Wands. All right, so the King of Wands. And then you have the 7 of Wands as well. 7 is a lucky number as well as the witchy number. Right, and 7 can also bring luck, abundance, new things coming, etc., etc., as far as work goes. Okay. So, let's start with, I'm just wondering if I accidentally tapped the screen because it's got Lady Moonlight has liked the live. Either that or we have another Lady Moonlight. All right. So, King of Wands. The King of Wands knows how to be a good leader, but he hasn't always been that way. The King of Wands has learned from his past experiences. He was not born a king, right? He has to be born a prince, and the prince then learns all he needs to know before he can then take over being king of his kingdom. And that's a bit like us in real life. If we want to really take on our own path, we can't do that if we're a follower. We have to do that as a leader, right? If you follow somebody else's path, somebody else's dreams, you're not living your life to the fullest potential. We should all follow our own individual path. And what actually happens is, when we do that, others that are walking similar but not the same path will vibe with your tribe. And those that are not following similar path to your life path and your dreams and goals will veer off and find their own vibe, their own tribe. But what if you decided, I want to be a people pleaser and I do care about what other people think about what I do and what I say? So if they don't like my career choice, or they don't like my lifestyle, or they want me to change for them, do I change to keep them happy and just sit as second best? Or do I carry on and put me first? The answer has always got to be put yourself first. Because you'll be happy for a short time keeping others happy. But in the end, you will be left with regret when time runs out for you to be able to follow your own dreams and your own goals, because you put them on the back burner to help other people with theirs. Now, that doesn't mean to say that you cannot help other people with their dreams and goals. Of course you can. But you have to put your own dreams and goals first and foremost. Get them into motion. You will then see which vibe will stick to your tribe and which vibe won't. Right? But if we're pleasing everyone else, you won't ever find out whether that person supports you or supports you because you're supporting them and not yourself. I have, in the past, helped so many people start up their own little businesses by buying from them, supporting them, uplifting them. And yet when I started my own business, they didn't do likewise. They were quite happy for me to buy, but gave nothing back in return. And to me that was a vital lesson, that to please others, yeah, we're spending a lot of money getting products probably that I did like, don't get me wrong. But I could just as well be spending that same amount of money buying the products for myself and running my own business, which I now do. So just like the King of Wands, we too have to learn from our experiences. And we have to realise that to get to the top, to get to follow our dreams and our goals, we have to put ourselves first and foremost. Once we've put ourselves first and foremost, we can then see who supports us and who doesn't. Who is there for us 100%. You know, I love helping small businesses. I used to love MLMs, not so much now. And the reason that I don't like MLMs is because the ones at the top get richer and the ones at the bottom struggle. And that's not what the Hippie Gypsy Witch is all about. We should never use others to climb that mountain and then leave the others at the bottom when we get there. What we should be doing is, if we're getting others to help us to reach to the top, once we get to the top, we should be lifting a hand down and pulling them up too. So we should be supporting each other. So the friends that buy from my little shop, if they have their own little business, I'll buy a little something from them. But if I'm buying and buying and buying from other friends or family, and I'm getting nothing back in return, then I stop buying. And I concentrate on the things that I want and my dreams and my goals. And this is what the King's all about, is knowing how to lead from the front, lead by example, teach others that it's give and take in this world. And if we support each other with giving and taking, we lift each other. And when we lift each other, we grow together. And when we grow together, we have a happier friendship circle. If that makes sense. So, again, you've learned from this in the past, i.e., you've probably poured your everything into helping friends to get to where they need to be. But when it came to helping Lucy, they were nowhere to be seen. And they abandoned. So this card is saying, learn from that experience. Learn the ones that support and the ones that don't. And the ones that support, they're the keepers. The ones that don't, they're the losers. And it's not being selfish, nor is it being greedy. It's being self-love, working with self-love, self-worth and self-respect. It's a bit like when I revamped my schedule. I could have quite easily left the 2 free reading nights on. But that would be putting me second. And you get nothing for nothing in these days, right? I don't have the luxury of being able to work like most visual people do. So most of my extra income comes from my readings, my Reiki, my beautiful hippie gypsy products that I now promote, and also the Filterless Era stuff. The thing I like about the hippie life and the Filterless Era, they are not MLM. right? We each earn for our own sales, and we earn a smaller commission. But do you know what? I would rather earn a smaller commission than work every hour just to feed those at the top with a higher commission. And also, because they're not MLM companies, their prices are reasonable. So their wax bars, except, that I love, the Luna and the Cleanse ones, they're the same price as I would pay for a Scentsy bar. But, in my opinion, they smell so much better and the scent lasts so much longer. And to me, that is value for money. And of course, the other ladies in the Hippie Life team, we're all in the same boat, we're all on the same level, but we help each other, we support each other. We go on to each other's posts and we like and we comment on each other's posts to build up the algorithm. This is what true leadership is all about. And you're going to the top as far as your career goes because you have those very same standards. So look how far you have come from just a few years back. You are slowly climbing ladders, achieving goals, albeit baby steps, but you are getting there because you are determined, you are focused on your own dreams and on your own goals. And the King of Wands is saying your hard work is going to be rewarded, it's going to be paying off. Yeah, exactly. Even when I look back on when I first started, years and years ago, all my readings were free and I earned not a single dime, not a single penny. And although I was relatively happy doing the free readings because I was helping so many people, what I was finding, I was working all these hours and doing all these hours of reading and getting nothing back in return for me. And the only ones that were giving back were those that subscribed. And I soon learned that instead of the ones that were just coming on for their freebie and you never seen them again, I had to support more of the subscribers that month after month came back, month after month, and subscribed. They paid their $4.99 every month to support and in return get their free readings. So I wanted to give them something back in return. Give and take in equal quantities is a true sign of a leader. The result is I'm happy, they're happy. And isn't that how life should be? Not give and get nothing back in return so that the ones that you're giving to are happy and you're not. And the ones that you're giving to don't live with regret, but you ultimately do. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep learning, keep growing, keep leading and keep guiding. It's a sure sign of a good leader, is the message of that card. Oh, MLM, multi-level marketing. Now, multi-level marketing, a lot of people say, oh, it's not a pyramid scheme. Remember the old pyramid schemes that you used to get? Where, I think Tupperware used to be one of them, where the ones that started at the top and were bringing in people to do Tupperware, if they brought in so many, they got a pay rise, but the ones at the bottom didn't. So it was kind of classed as a pyramid scheme. I.e., you bring all of the workers in, we'll give you a high pay, and we'll give your workers a low pay. until they bring in X amount of workers, and then we'll give them a high pay. So that's why they called it a pyramid scheme, because those at the top of the pyramid that had pulled in hundreds and hundreds of clients, or we used to call them what do we used to call them, Lucy, when we did Avira? Consultants, right? So we had all of these amplifiers, all of these influencers, that's it. All these influencers were brought in by the ones at the top. And then the ones at the top says, if you want to earn what I do and get a big car and this, you're going to have to pull in a lot of influencers. And then we'll pay you. And your influencers will have to do same. So it kind of built the top ones, but the bottom ones that were struggling. And to get that high price tag at the top, the owners of the MLM companies, multi-level marketing companies, had to put an excess on their products. So if you've ever bought from Avira or Unique, The Body Shop, all of that, right? You'll find, even Scentsy, you'll find that a lot of their products are expensive. And that's why they have to pay the ones at the top. So the company still has to make a profit, right? So they put an extra price tag on the products. So you're paying more for your products, just to pay the staff. A non-MLM company that does affiliate is usually smaller companies, usually women-owned. Certainly Filterless Era is a woman-owned one, and so is Hippie Life. And the two ladies that run it are amazing leaders. So what they do is they give everyone across the board equal pay, equal commission. And that commission is based on how much you promote or how much sales you get in, right? So everyone earns depending on what they pay, what they are selling or buying for themselves. Now, to me, that suited me fine, because there was no extra overheads. And because there was no extra overheads, I got beautiful crystals like, which one was the other one? I got this beautiful crystal here, which is the beautiful Labradorite, with that beautiful flashes in them. If you can see them, can you see that flash? Let me just see if I can get it this way sometimes, but look at that. Now that would cost me an absolute fortune in an MLM company. But because Hippie Life, look at that, beautiful flashes. It looks grey too when you look at it that way, but when you hunt for the flash, you get the flash in Labradorite. But MLM companies would cost you an absolute fortune just for a little chunk of Labradorite like this one. Whereas I got this one at a bargain for just £10 in a sale. How friggin' awesome is that you would get a beautiful crystal like that one. And it's the same with the lapis lazuli blue crystal. Again, £10 for that. But in an MLM company, you would pay a lot dearer. And that's because the affiliate program rewards you on what you sell alone. So if you sell very little, you earn little. And that goes right across the board. There is no high leaders. There is no pyramid scheme. And I love that because it's fair and it's uplifting. And because everyone is on the same level, you don't get ego either. So you don't get people saying, well, I'm better off than you because I've earned, you know, hundreds of dollars or hundreds of pounds at the top, and because I brought you in at the bottom. But I'm not going to lift you up because then I earn less. So I'm just going to leave you at the bottom while I raise up the top. That's not what I'm about. Yep. Yep, I got it. My guides told me that one. So yeah, there are some people that love MLM because they want the higher bucks and they want to go for the riches, no matter how many people they leave at the bottom. But that's not what I'm about. That's not what the hippie gypsy moon witch is about. My goal in life has to be able to help other people. And I love that the hippie gypsy moon witch and hippie life are both my vibe, my tribe. I fell in love with the products when I first spoke to Victoria, the owner of Hippie Life. And when she explained what her motto was, what her values were, it totally made sense for me to drop the MLM such as Avira. I was with Avira, I was with Avon for a while, I was with Actilabs, and if you know anyone in Actilabs, it's a very, very corrupt company, so beware of that one. It's now getting investigated for fraud as well as other things. But I left all that behind and I opted for change. And I decided to do what's right for me, not what's right for everyone else. And that is a sign of a true leader, is being able to say, I'm not in it for the riches. I'm not in it to climb the top and leave everybody at the bottom. I believe everyone has a right to success. Everyone has a right to abundance. And everyone should be helping everyone to get up that mountain and reach the top. Because everyone's a winner then. And there is no segregation, there is no them and us, there is only us. And I just think it's such a beautiful thing to do. But yeah, that's what MLM companies are. So if you see companies such as Avira is one, Actilabs, Avon, The Body Shop, Scentsy with all their melts, they are MLM. Unique is another MLM one as well. So any company that has a team leader and a high compensation plan, a really good compensation plan, that's an MLM, right? And if your team leaders at the top are earning more than you, that's an MLM. But if, multi-level marketing, but if you are all on the same team and you're all supporting each other and you're working at your own pace and earning what you are entitled to earn because of the effort that you put in, that's an affiliate. So I hope that that helps. So your second card, again, Career, Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands shows how much you have achieved to get to where you are just now. You've went from ground zero all the way up to middle rank, right? And there has been changes along the road, but you're not finished there. There's still planning to be done. There's still goals to be set. And there's still benchmarks to reach in the future. If you stay focused, as you can see in this card, the lady is clearly staying focused on where she is just now and how she's going to use where she is just now to get to the next level and the next level and so on. she also loves her job, so she is passionate about what she does. And to me, that's key. If you love doing what you do, you will put in 100%. I love helping other people with my readings, with my Reiki, with my crystal products, etc. I always work with crystals. Love working with crystals, and dowsers, crystal balls, all of that. That is part and parcel of who I am. But I also am a healer as well as a reader. So healing has a connection with crystals. And I also do not like the pharmaceutical companies because they are making an absolute fortune on making people sick rather than making them better. Makes sense, right? If they keep the nation sick, they get paid. If they keep the nation healthy, they don't get paid. Whereas I love hippie life because it's all herbal, right? And it makes you better. And if it makes you better, it doesn't matter, because hippie life that promotes these beautiful herbal supplements, etc., they don't earn as much as the big pharmaceutical companies. But they love their products. It's the passion and the love of their products that keeps them going. I'm anti-chemical anyway. I'm a traditional witch, but I'm a typical starseed. Anything with chemicals in it makes my skin react or my body react, one of the two. So it made perfect sense for me that whatever I needed to do in my life for my path, it had to be 100% natural. And you need to do what is right for your path. What is it that fuels Lucy's fire? What is it that Lucy is passionate about, right? And I know, because your nan is saying, Lucy absolutely loves her job. She says some of the people are okay. Don't get me wrong, some of the people can be questionable as well, but most people are lovely within your workplace. But you're going to get that in any workplace, right? You can even get it on social media. You're going to have wonderful people and you're going to have not so good people in life. Yep, definitely. So you're going to go from strength to strength because you're passionate in it, because you love the people, you love the job, you love the aspect of helping other people that are in dire need of help. Kind of goes with the healing mystical path. You also love your crystals as well. So all of that work hand in hand. I know that you've been absolutely loving the black obsidian because of its protection and realise that things are better with crystals. You know what? That's the beauty of it. And with being a good empath, we can figure people out. We can work people out very, very quickly. It takes us a little time, but we do work them out. And then once you work them out, you know the ones that are going to support you and the ones that are just in it for the winner. And that's it. Your little dog has just come in. I've just seen it at the corner of my eye coming in. So your little white dog is here as well. And it is pretty much doing cartwheels around my foot at the minute, as it always does. For those that don't know Lucy's dog in spirit, it's one of these dogs that loves to chase its tail. And it does a pretty little dance every time it comes into Lucy's readings. Hello, Erica. So, as far as career goes, there is no doubt whatsoever this is going to be your year for rising to the top, right? Stay focused, which I know you will because you love what you do and you love your job. If we get a job that we hate, it's a struggle to get out of bed. And it's a struggle to think, oh, I have to go to my work, I have to do my 9 to 5, and you're clock watching until it's at 5 o'clock time, and then you can log off or sign out, right? But when you've got a job that you absolutely love, you could sit there all day, every day, with the people, helping the people, and it isn't an issue. And if we could, wouldn't it be a nice world, a wonderful world, if we could all pick and choose a job that we absolutely love and that makes sense and it fits into our own lifestyle and our own path. And you're one of the fortunate ones that have just done that. And because of that, you're going to go from strength to strength. Your nan sends you lots of love. And she says it's not going to be tight, it's not going to be long before there are little wedding bells in the distance. Because with success brings more money, with more money brings more confidence and more abilities and looking forward to the future. Hello, Erica. Lovely to see you. Okay, let's put Erica on the readings list as well. Yay, Erica's here. So have we got anybody else come in while I was doing Lucy's reading, Susan? Or was it just Erica? Your nan wants to let you know, Lucy, before she disappears into the nether regions of Spirit Realm, that she is proud of you. And so is your dad. So proud of you. And that's why they wanted to come and let you see what the future is holding for you. Thank you, Susan. Perfect. Okay, so next on our list is Dr. Sunshine Flower. Yay, Dr. Sunshine Flower. What 2 cards would you like? What a lovely reading for Lucy, though. I am so excited to see where the future takes you, Lucy, especially with the wedding bells. I know just how exciting that can be because my other half proposed in January as well, which I was totally not expecting. Excuse me. Thank you. Calm down. Get on your perch. Honestly. Okay. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Okay, Dr. Sunshine Flower, we have got Old Faithful and Unicorn cards. What ones would you like? Thank you for the roses. I'm just waiting to see what Dr. Sunshine Flower... What cards Dr. Sunshine Flower would like. Sometimes TikTok hides the answers. Okay, is Dr. Sunshine Flower still with us? Because her answers aren't showing up. Yep, I think she's still with us. Yep, she's still there. Susan or Lucy, can you see Dr. Sunshine Flowers reply to what card she wants? Yeah, I can't see messages from her either. I know she's here. Yep, no comments from her yet. Let's do one of each for her. I hope she doesn't mind. Let's do one of each for Dr. Sunshine Flower. Because I would hate to miss her out because she's a good supporter, so and she's on all of my lives. Okay. Unless Lucy or Susan, could you message the subscribers chat? Because Dr. Sunshine Flower's in there as well, and ask her if she's okay with the one of each for cards. Because I don't think, sometimes she gets a bad signal as well. I'm sure she'll be fine with one of each, because I don't want to miss her out. Thank you, Lucy. Alrighty. The good thing about having the subscribers Facebook chat as well is if comments don't appear on TikTok, they can always PM me. I usually get little PM notifications on the top, and I can usually get one of my moderators to check the chat. But we will do one of each. And I'm sure Dr. Sunshine Flower won't mind. Okay, let's do an Old Faithful and a Unicorn. All right, thank you, Lucy. Okie dokie. So let's choose one of each for Dr. Sunshine Flower. I'm sure she'll be good with that. She'll be the best of both worlds. Okay. I can really smell that wax. Honestly, I highly recommend the Lunar wax melts from Hippie Life. They smell lush. Honestly, I've got that one burning in my cauldron as we speak, and it is just, oh, it just smells so fresh. Smells magical. Okay, so Dr. Sunshine Fire, I'm going to read her cards anyway. Old Faithful is the Hermit, and the Unicorn is Soul Satisfaction. Now, the Hermit speaks of a wise spiritual person that knows that the best way to seek guidance from spirit, from loved ones in spirit, and from our guides is to retreat from the busy, hectic life and spend time alone to reflect. So the hermit reminds us of this, because the hermit knows that staying away from the hustle and bustle of life at times when he just needs to reflect and listen within and spend time with the soul, spend time with himself. And witches and pagans around the world already do that. I know I'm a solitary witch. Yes, I teach in my own coven from time to time, which is an online coven, but my practices are on my own. I'm very much independent witch. I do all my spells solo. I do all of my meditations solo, unless I am leading a meditation or doing a guided meditation. So I know that without my meditation, without my time to myself, to just sit in silence, whether that's in the home, whether it's in my garden, whether it's out in the woods with my fiance, just walking the woods and being with nature, it's still my solitary time away from the busy hustle bustle of public life, right? Getting out of the rat race and spending time alone. It's the best way to heal body, mind and soul. Meditation, you will always hear me going on about meditation and how important meditation is. And it truly is. Without meditation, how can you leave this world behind and go completely towards spiritual realms? You can't. You have to enter a meditation realm, a meditation mode, i.e. you have to leave the human brain behind and enter the subconscious brain, the soul, in which you can then visit spirit realms, you can then connect with loved ones, guides, spirit guides, etc., and our guardian angels. If we don't meditate, we can't connect. If we're too busy in the hustle and bustle of life and the noise of life, you'll never hear what is going on in the silence. So Hermit is reminding you to spend time every day, even if it's just a little bit of time to yourself, to meditate, to contemplate and to ground. It's so important for the soul's purpose. Yeah, I do that as well, Erica. Do you know, we need that. If I didn't have my peace time, if I didn't have the time where I could just come in here, this is our spiritual room, where I could just come in here, light a candle, burn some incense. That's why I've always got incense and candles everywhere. If I didn't have that time, I wouldn't be the best that I can be. Before I come on and do a reading, I spend 5-10 minutes doing a meditation, just so that I can just switch off from whatever busy day that I have. And I can stay focused even with Flappy Chops in the corner there, having his bath in the middle of readings. But I can still stay focused on what I need to do. You can't do that in the noise and the hustle and bustle, as Erica says. It's so important for the soul to be able to sit in silence. So when, right, can you please stop the bathing? Okay, thank you. There you go, you've had your shower, you're happy now. Honestly, he chooses some time to ask me for showers, usually in the middle of readings. So, I know when Dr. Sunshine Flower sees that, she'll know exactly the meaning behind that card as well, because I know she's very spiritual. Yeah, me as well, Erica. I would just be... Do you know, I used to work full-time as a carer, and I worked overtime every time as well, just to get away from the abuse at that time from my ex. And it just... I ended up getting really sick, to the point my brain could not handle it. I started getting severe migraines because I wasn't getting that cool down. I wasn't getting that time to myself. It was constant stress of the job, the paperwork, the behaviours that special needs adults bring to the bring to the desk, as it were. And don't get me wrong, I loved my job, but the stress of the job, the noisiness and the busyness, and the fact that I took on way too much just to escape one stress and put myself right back into a whole pile of other crappy stress as well. So I wasn't doing myself any favours, and I couldn't cope. My spiritual mind could not cope with all of the noise, all of the commotion and the stress of it. It wasn't until I left my ex and then met my current fiance, almost 9 years ago, it'll be 9 years in April, that I got that back. I lost my vision through an operation that went wrong, and that was a blessing. The reason it was a blessing is because I had no other choice but to leave that stressful job behind and find something else to do. And I thought, well, what else can I do as a blind person? Can't go out in the workplace. Who's gonna employ somebody that is blind, right? So I had to look within. I had to sit in that silence and contemplate. And my guides were saying you are meant to be exactly where you are. Because now that you have all this free time on your hands, you can do the things that you love to do. You can do your readings, you can do your healing, you can even do lives, you can do all of that. And who is to stop you? No one. You can choose your own hours, your own times, your own lives, your own readings. And you can also use whatever funds that you make doing that, buying the things that are important to you for your path, buying my crystals, buying my larger tablets so that I can see print enough to go live, buying aids, special magnifiers for around the house that help me with my everyday tasks so that I can be solely independent with what little vision that I have. And I can do all of that without anyone else's help, and especially not from a manager that is bossing me around. I am my own boss, I am my own person. And if I don't show up, I don't get paid. Right? If I don't show up, I don't make money. If I don't show up, I don't help people. If I don't help people, I'm not following and being true to the path that I was called to do. So I show up. And I help so many people. That is in itself payment enough. And I learned along life's way that I had to value myself for that time that I put in. And that I couldn't always just give free readings or give free healing or, do prize draws, but never getting anything to help fund those prizes, etc. And I used to make the same mistake as I did when I was working full time. I did all these readings for nothing and got nothing out of it. And it tired, I used my energy, so it tired me out more, and then I was showing up less. So then I did half and half, and just over the last couple of days I took time off, because I can, and revamped the schedule. So that my schedule meant that I was valuing my time, as well as still giving at least one day a week where I could give free to those that can't afford the $4.99 subscription every month. And to me, I feel in a lot better place for it, because I'm not doing it for greed or, to get rich quick schemes, etc. Right? Because I don't go into PMs and beg for money. I don't have to. I don't offer readings and spells for extortionate prices. I don't have to. What I have to do is show up. The right people that want readings from me will book readings automatically. And if people like me enough, they'll be quite happy to pay their $4.99 subscription a month just to get those free readings every time I go live. My readings aren't for everyone. Some people moan because my readings are too long, but I would rather give value than quantity. And that's the way I work, that's the way I've always worked. So each card is value, each card is a little bit longer than most people do on TikTok, but that's the way I work. And some people will love that, some people won't. But ultimately, if it's a quick read that you want, there are loads of people on TikTok that do that. Yeah. Yep, the inner soul, exactly. And you know what? That's the thing. We sometimes fall in love with a job that does go downhill, and it kind of has us leaving. What do we do? What do I do now? It was like when I had to retire at the age of 50 because, it was either go on the unemployed list, right, where job centres will try and force a blind woman to work, or luckily I paid into a private pension scheme and I was able to retire at the age of 50 on a very small pension. But again, money didn't mean much to me, and that small pension keeps the wolf from the door. It helps to pay our rent, food on the table, etc. So any extra that I make from my readings and my products, selling and promoting all my hippie life stuff that I use every day myself anyway, if I buy it, I show it. Because if I buy it, I love it. And if I love it, I'll show it. A bit like my crystals. Love working with crystals. But we have to do what we need to do for our soul's purpose. And that's what the Hermit's about. It's about delving deep into the soul and doing what is right for you, not what is right for everybody else around you. And if everyone around you doesn't like it, they'll find their own vibe, their own tribe. Those that do love it will help support you just as much as you support them, and you'll build each other up. Yeah, me too, Erica. Honestly, my block list on all social media platforms gets bigger every day. If somebody comes at me with negativity or tries to drain my energy, they're gone. I just don't have any times for that. My moderators know exactly what I will tolerate on my lives and what I won't. So I trust them 1000%. If somebody comes into my live with a negative comment, etc., they deal with it. I don't even see half of the negativity because I'm so busy focused on my readings, and that's, credit to my moderators. They are a team to be reckoned with. But also my supporters such as Diane and Erica and Lucy and Dr. Sunshine Fire, they usually chip in as well with the moderators and usually chase them out the door, and I love you all for that. Yeah, companies can be like that. It's kind of like, there was the last company that I worked for. At the beginning, their products and their ethics were in par with mine. And then they brought in somebody else. And suddenly there was a lot of untruths coming out of the woodwork. And the company that I joined wasn't as legit as I thought it was. And certainly some of the products weren't as legit as or natural as they were claiming to be. And so I didn't even give it a second thought. I left. I did the talking with my feet. So for a while it was just Filter Lacera and my readings and my healing that kept me going. But I missed my crystals, I missed my healthy products that I did with this other company. But in time, that's when the universe brought me to Hippie Life. And all the things that I missed from the larger priced company that I just left were all under the Hippie Life umbrella, but at a lot more affordable because they weren't a multi-level marketing brand. It was a one-woman owned company called Victoria, and she is absolutely my type of woman. Honestly, she has the same ethics as me. Everything has to be natural. She doesn't like pharmaceuticals. She doesn't like the big MLM companies that, concentrate on the ones that are bringing in all of the influencers and not focusing on the ones that are working at the lower levels. She believed it should be an equal bidding, equal marketplace. So everybody starts at the same commission. And if you want extra, you have to really work for it. And isn't that the way it should be, right? Nobody is higher or lower than anybody else. We all work and support each other. So when I'm posting something on my page, the girls on the Hippie Life will come to my page and they'll like and they'll comment. And vice versa, I'll go to their page and we'll like and we'll comment. We boost each other's algorithm. And because we do that, we're building each other up from the ground level up. And we're all rising at the same levels. And I think that's a wonderful thing. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Pharmaceutical companies I just don't like. If you read the side effects that you get from medications, why would you even touch them? I look at the medications for a lot of things and it's like, could cause heart attack, could cause high blood pressure, could cause burning, could cause itching, could cause blindness, could cause drowsiness, and the list goes on, right? Legally they have to put these side effects, possible side effects on, otherwise they would be sued, right? But it's the only reason they don't get sued is because of the fact that they do say, oh, this can make you ill, right? It may make the symptoms that you've got just now better, but guaranteed you'll come, it's like going into hospital. You go in with one thing and you come out with another, right? Whereas with herbal medicines, what you see and know is what you get, right? So if you're looking for better health, you're going to get that. If you're looking for better digestion, you're going to get that. If you're looking for something that's going to help with a rash on your skin, you're going to get that, right? But with pharmaceuticals, you can't guarantee that. It's a bit like that. Was it Pink or Lady Gaga that sang that song? You're just like a pill. Instead of making me better, you're making me ill. The words are in the song. So yeah. And if I can get my herbal medicines a lot cheaper by going anti-MLM, anti-pyramid schemes, then that's exactly why I decided to change everything around. And I'm no longer the Mystic Witch. I am now the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch. Because that says everything about me. Yes, I'm still mystical. Yes, I'm still Lady Moonlight. But because I believe in the hippie life brand and what it entails, and the ethics of Victoria, the lady that is the founder of Hippie Life, her ethics are the same as my ethics. She steers away from pharmaceuticals. She is qualified in herbalism. She is qualified to the max in oils. She is qualified to do consultations. She's qualified in so many areas. In crystal, she knows her stuff about crystal. She knows her stuff about healing, all of that. And she does a bit of everything for a spiritual path. From clothes to shoes to jewellery to beautiful crystals such as Labradorite that I recently bought from them, that has the beautiful flashes of colour in it. My other Labradorite that I showed earlier on, that has a better flash in this, but it is genuine crystals. Can you see the flashes in there? Genuine crystals with genuine, look at that, flashes of blue in there. Absolutely stunning crystal. And this is what I love. Working with crystals, working with the energies, working with earth, air, fire and water. So it made sense to take a few days off to reschedule, to rename, to rebrand from the Mystic Witch to the Hippie Gypsy Witch. Thankfully, it's now all done and there's a new schedule up for next week. So it's doing what is right for us, and sometimes we need that space. I needed that 2 or 3 days offline where I could just focus and say to my guides, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to change here? What do I have to focus on? What have I learned from my mistakes? What have I not learned from my mistakes? And then put it together into a plan, a program that suits me. And that's what we should all do. Be the hermit, take time off, contemplate, revalue and rebuild. Soul Satisfaction is your unicorn card. Okay, so this is Soul Satisfaction. And it's saying, honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. This is exactly what we have just been talking about. Honour your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. Gardeners love to be out in the garden, right? They're happiest in the fresh air. So they'll work in the garden. You'll also get spiritual people that like to walk in the country. They like to walk outdoors. They like to be within nature because it fills their soul, it fills their purpose, and it fills their lifespan. And it makes them a happier person. They rise above everything by loving themselves unconditionally, no matter what others think about them. They love themselves, their flaws, even their uniqueness, and sometimes their weirdness as well, because it's their uniqueness and their weirdness that makes them who they are. And ultimately, we should be true to who we are, not who other people would like us to be. So the moral of the story, or the message of both cards, Dr. Sunshine Fire, is go within, seek the answers. What changes do you need to make to fulfill a better, happier you? Make those changes. Remember, life is always changing. Right? Just as the seasons change from winter to spring to summer, summer to autumn, and then back to winter again, so too must we change with the cycles, right? We can't stay the same. We have to evolve through learning, through our own mistakes, through learning with our own experiences, and ultimately rising our vibration so that we can teach others to rise their vibration as well. So I hope that helps. Good night, Diane. I will do your cards. Diane, before you go, what 2 cards would you like? Because this will still go on the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. Because I'm just doing your 2 cards just now. Because you're next. Because I've just finished Dr. Sunshine Fire or Flower. So we'll do Diane's card next. So before you go, Diane, what 2 cards? One of each. Okay, you got it. So let's do one of each for Diane. So just checking in with Susan and Lucy. I've got Diane, Susan, Loretta, Adele and Erica. That's my list so far. Thank you. Okay. I'm just reading Erica's comment. If Mum is with her. Was that a 2-part question, Erica? Because I'm not understanding if Mum is with her. Okay, let's... I sometimes get lost in the gist of the conversation if I'm busy doing readings. Okay, so let's shuffle one of each for Diane. It's lovely doing the subscribers ones because it's not so rushed as the larger gift readings and free readings lives are. It's more relaxed, I think. Okay. So Sunday is my day off, but I do booked readings on a Sunday now, so I usually reserve all my book readings for a Sunday evening. I used to do a lot of readings during the day, but 2 noisy parrots during the day made it quite impossible for me to get enough quiet time to do book readings, so I dedicate a Sunday evening now to do my book readings. Alrighty. And then, of course, 6 days a week, I'm live on TikTok. Alright. So, Old Faithful card. 10 of Pentacles is your first card. And your unicorn portal, which is turn your light, focus your light and listen for a message. So we're going to look at this one first. This one is the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a high number, and it shows happy family. It shows a loving relationship. And it shows knowledge and security as far as finances go. In the past, finances have come and they've gone. You've known times of abundance, but so too have you known times of hardship. It's almost like sometimes it's here today and gone tomorrow. And then you have a little break in between the times where we start building again. But no matter what your life trials are, the love and the strength of a loving family sees you through even the darkest of days. Nothing is impossible if you work for it, and if you strive for the little things in life. It's like when one door closes, look for the bigger picture. Why did that door close? What lesson did the universe trying to tell us? Sometimes we have jobs in our life that are busy and we maybe earn quite a bit of money. But our health may be suffering because it's a stressful job. And whatever happens, sometimes we lose that job and we lose that security. And then we wonder, how on earth am I going to get back up on my feet? By looking at the bigger picture. Okay, the universe has my back. The universe knows what is best for me. So why did the universe take this job away from me? Why did it take this security away from me? The reason probably is because something better is coming. And should you have stayed in that same position, or should you have stayed in that same opportunity, you would have missed the new opportunity that is waiting in the wings to come. We don't see that new opportunity, but our guides and spirit do. And so, from sometimes in life, one door shuts to make another one open. But it's in between that one door closing and one door opening that we can find that little time spell is the most hardest. Because obviously if we stop working, we lose money. If we lose money, then we start worrying about the security of it all. But that worry and that insecurity is enough to keep us going, to look for another way of bringing in income, looking out with the box, looking out with, and doing things a little bit different. Stick with what you believe in. And when you trust the universe, that if something doesn't work out, there's a reason behind that. Even though you don't see what that reason is, the universe certainly does. Never give up hope. of finding something better. Because normally that's exactly why the universe closes the door on one aspect of our lives and reopens it in another, so that we can gain the abundance that we so deserve for the effort that we so put into everything that we do. So better days are coming for you and your family. There's going to be more finances and new fresh start, I feel, and new earning opportunities coming your way. Unicorn portal, focus your light and listen for a message. You may have asked the angels or your guides for a message, and impatience maybe has made you kind of question yourself or even our guides and angels, and we think they're not listening, right? But just like the hermit in the previous card reading, this is saying it's time to focus your light so that you can listen for a message. What does focus your light mean? Focus your light means to be able to focus on your spiritual light. You can't do it in the noise and bustle of life, right? So take the opportunity when things are looking a bit less abundant money-wise. Take your time to look within and say, okay, this is a job I've lost. What can I do instead? What can I do in its place? How can I earn extra money in its place? Then contemplate by meditation and ask your guides, loved ones in spirit, to help you to remember your dreams so that you can find messages in dreams, or to show you messages as far as feathers, i.e. if it's good news that's coming, show me a white feather. If it's not so good news coming, show me a dark feather. When you ask Spirit for answers and you ask them to show you the signs, they will exactly show you that. But be precise with them. If you want signs as in your dreams, say, please show me the message that you have for me in my dreams. And more importantly, help me to remember those messages when I wake up. And then when you wake up first thing in the morning, grab your pen and your journal before you even jump out of bed and write down those messages. Welcome back, Susan. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Hello, Isa. Yay, Isa's in the building. Yay, I can put Isa on the list in a second as well. Welcome, Isa. So, in short, Diane, your reading is, you've learned so many messages and lessons in finances that there's nothing that you cannot do or cannot achieve, even when the going gets bad with finances. You know exactly how to get yourself out of a rut. Also, look within for answers. Sometimes the answers that we seek to help us out of that rut are right in front of us from our guides and spirits. But we sometimes need to ask them to show us in certain ways, through dreams, through meditation, through scrying, whatever, through feathers, whatever source is easier for you. You know, I often ask my guides, show me in dream time, so that when I wake up I can write those messages in dream time. Or show me when I'm in meditation before I do my readings. Show me what I need to do. Or if I'm reading for somebody on a Sunday, if it's a book reading, an hour before the reading I will sit and do a meditation and say, okay, in an hour's time I'm reading for X, Y or Z. Please help me to clear my chakras so that I'm able to be a clear channel in order to receive accurate messages for the people that I'm reading. So, Diane, I hope those two cards have meaning for you. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts and the follows and the likes, everyone. It is so appreciated. Okay, so we've got Isa to add as well. So the list I've got is Susan is next, then it's Loretta, Adele, Erica and Isa. So Susan, what 2 cards would you like? Old Faithful for Susan. Okay, let's shuffle Old Faithful. It is lovely to have a break, but it's also lovely to get back to do my readings. I have missed you all. But just like the Hermit, I had to take time off to reschedule everything, to do my new schedule, to change my name, my business branding, everything. Just because I absolutely adore the hippie life stuff. And I needed a new name to reflect that for my business. Sometimes we outgrow our old business name, i.e. the Mystic Witch, and we have to revamp it with what is appropriate for us at that time of our path. And certainly the hippie gypsy moon witch is definitely speaks volumes about who and what I am and what I do. So again, I always channel my guides. Okay, I need to make these changes. What name should I use? Should it still be the Mystic Witch, or should it be something completely different? And it was something completely different. Yes, a lot more work to update websites and links, etc. And update a new schedule that suits my needs a little bit better. But in the end, I know it's going to be worth it because that's what my guides want me to do. So I always trust them 1000%. Okay, Susan, 9 of Wands is your first card, which I also call the wish card as far as hobbies, businesses, etc. go. Goal setting, all of that. And then you've got the Ace of Cups. Endings and beginnings. So let's start with the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is anything that you put your mind to, you can do. You can so do it. Especially when it comes to business. Look how far you've come and the lessons that you've learned. You've hit some milestones and you've still got more milestones to hit. You've hit some goals and you've lost a few goals and dreams. But really you haven't lost the goals and dreams that you were meant to lose. You've lost the dreams and the goals that you had to lose in order to move forward. So old ways now take place for new ways. Old learning patterns make way for new ones. Old routines now make room for new ones. But all for the betterment of Susan. I feel that you have learned from the past. And you still are learning from the past, and we all do. And it makes it so much easier for us to progress into the future. To look at our goals and our dreams more clearly. And to be able to stay focused on them enough to make sure that we achieve our dreams and our goals. And this is the message that this traveller makes as he holds his wand firmly in his hand. He's proud of what he has achieved. And he's proud of who he has become. And why shouldn't he be? He put in all the work and all the effort to get there. But his goals and his dreams don't stop. They continue. Dreams and goals carry on. When we finish one set of dreams and goals, we work on another and another and another. But when you find the right dreams and the right goals that come for you at the time that you need them, you know it's going to be a successful one. Okay. So your second card, the Ace of Cups. Aces are always endings and beginnings of emotions with cups. The past has been filled with trauma, upset, heartache, and pretty much negative emotions. And don't get me wrong, yes, there's still going to be the odd blip and the odd pothole that you're going to fall into in the future. But this card is asking you, before you close the door on the past, look briefly. Write down anything that you forgot to bring it into the future or into the present. Write it down and then burn it and ask the universe to take it away from you so that you can close the door on your past, forget about it and move on onto the future and the new wonderful experiences that come with that. No man or woman is an island, and we must always move forward. Change is always inevitable. And it's all right to say, I would love to stay under my safety blanket and just don't change and just continue to be the person that I am. But if we don't change, we're not evolving. And if we're not evolving, we're not learning. And if we're not learning, then we're never going to be wiser at the end of this journey. And the things that we don't learn, the universe will put us back at some point in the future to relive the same things that we're going through just now so that we're able to learn from our mistakes. But far better that we learn from our mistakes in this lifetime so that we don't have to come back and repeat it. How do we know when we've reached or made a mistake that we've not learned from in the past life? Deja vu. Deja vu are your higher self telling you, this is where you botched up in your last lifetime. So be careful about what you do, what you say, or where you go. So if it's a place that you've never been to, but yet you know exactly what's around the next corner, and lo and behold, when you walk around that next corner, exactly what you thought was round there was round there. How do you know that if you've never visited the place? Deja vu. What is deja vu? It's a past life memory. So even though you know for a fact in this lifetime you've never been to that place, your soul knows that in a past life it definitely has been to that place. So be aware of all of that as well in your life and learn from it. Yes, we have a new subscriber. Patricia has subscribed again. Yay, welcome Patricia. I'm going to put Patricia on the readings list as well. Okay. So Patricia is on the readings list. So Susan, I hope that makes sense for you, right? Yes, there's been mistakes made in the past. You've learned from them. It's now time to shut the door on the past and keep moving forward into a better, more positive and happier future. Okay. So the next person on the list is Loretta. So we've got Loretta, Adele, Erica, Isa and Patricia. So do we still have Loretta? One of each for Loretta. You got it. Okie dokie. So these will be shared, these readings will be shared on sorry, not the Mystic Witch, the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. Which reminds me, I've got to change the Mystic Witch YouTube channel as well to the new name. I can do that later on. Spirit has just reminded me, I'm not finished updating yet. I still got my other YouTube channel to change because the other YouTube channel is still under the Mystic Witch, so I need to change that to, well, if I can, I need to change that to the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch YouTube channel instead of the Mystic Witch one. The Lady Moonlight channel will remain the same. That won't change. Okie doke. So do one of each for Loretta. All my social media links are on the website now. They've all been updated, including the website link. The website link has been updated as well. And it's a new website that is on my bio here on TikTok. Okie doke. So all my social media links, including my new ones, are on my website in my TikTok bio. If it don't have a website link on my profile page, you are following a scammed account. My account will always have a clickable website. My account will also have over 9,000 followers. If it has anything a lot less than that, like 2,000 or 3,000, it's a fake. And of course, I will never DM you for readings. So if you're getting somebody called the Mystic Witch or Lady Moonlight jumping in your PM box asking you for readings, it's not me. I will never do that. So block and report them. When in doubt, message me. But it's easy now, easier more than ever to make sure that you're not following a fake, because I do have that business website on my bio and it's a clickable link. If you click on the link, it takes you straight to my website. It's one thing that the trolls cannot copy is somebody else's website. So the fact that if you're following a profile that does not have a clickable website link, it's not me. So be careful out there, everyone. Oh, bless. Okay. So, Loretta, wow, the Ace of Cups has come out again. And Cocoon of White Light. So, Cocoon of White Light. Rest in perfect love and understand oneness. And the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is, again, closing the door to the past and all the negativity that came with it. Writing things down, clearing them out of your mind, and asking the universe to take away and leave you with peace, love and light. It's only when we ask our angels to help that they do. Once we then cast them to the four winds and we let all that ashes just float away, we close the door on the past and we reopen it for a better future. How do we make it a better future? By surrounding ourselves with positive, like-minded people. Never go against your intuition. If your intuition is saying that this person is totally the opposite from you, totally doesn't have your best interest at heart, then listen to it. right? Our intuition is our best homing device ever. And it won't fail us unless we go against it. How many times in life have we gone against our intuition and then told ourselves, I wish I'd done that, because if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be in this mess that I'm in now, right? Moral of the story, listen to your intuition. It's there for a reason. It's your guide's voice. It's your inner voice telling you what is right and what is wrong. Then you've got the cocoon of white light. Rest in perfect love and understand oneness. Where do we get oneness? Where do we get that one of a kind, that uniqueness? We get it in silence. We certainly don't get it in the hustle bustle of life, right? Because if we're in the hustle bustle of life, guaranteed there's going to be a lot of negative Nancys out there as well as positive ones. And there's going to be just too much information coming your way. And it's just going to bombard your mind. Spiritual people cannot cope in such situations. It's imperative that they have stillness, oneness. Even if it's an hour or two a day, they still need that oneness. They still need that solo time out. Honestly, how many showers do you want? Right, okay, there you go, you've got your shower. Sometimes Rio gets so hot that he wants constant showers. Alright, so your second card, Cocoon of White Light, is rest in perfect peace. And understand oneness. Be unique to you. Right? Sometimes we need to take ourselves away from the past, close the door on it, make whatever changes is necessary so that we can move forward in a positive way. And when we do that, then we understand why we had to make those changes. Then we understand why it was so important for us to do what's right for us and not what's right for everybody else. And yes, sometimes sacrifices have to be made. Sometimes we lose people in our lives. But are we truly losing them? Or did they just come into our life as a lesson and a blessing? Because not everybody that comes into our lives is here to stay. Some come for a reason. Some come for a season. Some come as a blessing. Some come as a lesson. And some come for the lifetime journey with you, side by side with you. And we'll always meet all those types of people. And we learn from them and we grow from them and we understand that it's okay to be different from every single one of them. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to be special. It's okay to be that weird and wonderful person that nobody quite understands. That's absolutely okay to be that type of person, because that type of person is who you are meant to be. The universe never duplicates. It never makes the same work of art twice. Now think of that in the world scale, right? If the universe never duplicates and makes a double of anything, that's millions and trillions of unique, wonderful people out there, from good to bad to mediocre. Now that is a blessing in itself. That is a miracle in itself. How can the universe absolutely know that every single human being that it places on this earth is unique in their own way and is beautiful in their own way? And when you get that concept and that awakening, you realise when you look in the mirror, I am beautiful just the way I am, because the universe made me this way. I don't know what reason the universe made me this way, but there is reason behind it. So I honour who I am. I respect and love who I am unconditionally and without question, flaws and all. And if somebody is true to me as a friend, they're going to respect my differences as well as me respecting their differences. Because together we are all family, together we are all one. Right? Human beings, animals, mammals, aquatic, fish, etc. They are all Mother Earth's children and Father Sky's children. And we are all connected. Plants, trees, all connected. We are all one. We live and grow and move with the seasons, and that's how it should be. We should not be stagnant at any time. We should always move with the seasons. So change is inevitable. And when you realise that it's okay to change, it's okay to change your mind about things, because the old you had died a long time ago. It's almost like the butterfly starts its life as a caterpillar, and it's quite happy, cocooned in its little warm blanket, in its dark world, its quiet little cocoon, undisturbed by the human race. But it can't stay in that cocoon for life. At some point it gets too big for the cocoon, and it starts to break open the cocoon. And one day, as it gets out of that cocoon, it realizes it has beautiful colours. And it realizes it has wings that fly and soar high into the sky. And it realized it had to come out of the darkness, and it had to make that change. It had to manifest into the beautiful butterfly that it is today. And we are all like that. We can't, stay in one place and never change. Change is inevitable. And we should just go with the flow. Live in the moment. Work in the moment. Never look too far ahead. Right? We have today, tomorrow's never promised. So make the most of every day. Live your dreams and your life for you. And the ones that love you, they'll support you. The ones that don't, they don't matter anyway. So I hope that has meaning for you, Loretta. Things are going to get better. You've had it tough. There's still a few hurdles, I'm being told, to overcome. But things are going to look up. And the things that you believe that you could quite openly lose, you won't. All right? The things that have broken in the past are going to be repaired for the better in the future, is the message that your loved ones and guides are telling you. So keep going. Yep, definitely. Always work on yourself. I'm glad that had meaning for you, and I'm glad you could feel that message from loved ones, and that is my aim. When I'm passing messages on from Spirit, from my guides to your guides, etc., my ultimate aim is that their messages will inspire and lift you and give you confirmation that you're on the right path. You always have been on the right path. But sometimes other people around us make us doubt that path. And we should never allow anyone to make us doubt our own path. Love yourself unconditionally. And as you said, tell yourself that every single day, that you are worthy, you are successful, you've got this. So I'm so glad that had meaning for you. Okay, so we've got Adele, Erica, Isa and Patricia. Unless I've missed anyone else, Susan. So do we still have Adele? Chances are you were a nurse in the past life. Thank you for the shares. But yeah, talking about past life, the past life regression that we didn't manage to get on Wednesday because I had my son come visit us on Wednesday, so that live didn't happen. We are going to do that this Wednesday. So this Wednesday is the past life regression meditation. So if you're wondering what Wednesday's spiritual chat will be, it is going to be the past life regression meditation that we weren't able to do last Wednesday. So that is going to be able to answer Loretta's question about was she a nurse in past life, etc. Or was she a medicine woman? Was she a shaman? Right? Was she a witch doctor of some kind? Was she a witch? Was she a healer? Right? All will be revealed in the past life regression meditation that we do on Wednesday evening. And that meditation is open to everyone, subscribers and non-subscribers alike. Yep, definitely. Okay, do we still have Adele? Is Adele still with us? Let me just check to see if Adele... Okay, we've got Sandra. Okay, I don't know whether we've got Adele. Okay, Susan, have I missed anyone? Because I've got Adele, Erica, Isa and Patricia. I'm going to put Adele last because I don't think she's here. Just so that we can get on with the other ones. Okay. So Erica, you're next. What 2 cards would you like? One of each. Let's do one of each for Erica. Okay. Hello. Hello, little one. You've been quiet today. You've been quiet now. Happy as Larry now he's had his 2 showers. He usually asks for 1 shower. But tonight he's asked for 2. So he got 2 showers instead of 1. 2 for the price of 1. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, for those that have joined us, and you're wondering why you can't comment, it is a subscribers only live tonight. So if you're not a subscriber, you won't be able to comment or get a reading tonight. But I am back on Monday doing live gift readings. So to get a reading on those reading nights, for non-subscribers, it is a swan gift, which will get you a 2 card reading. subscribers always get a free 2-card reading every time I go live. I have a new weekly schedule that is now posted on my profile page. It is the March weekly schedule update. So it will have March update from the 6th of March, which is this Monday. So do check that out. All right. And of course, all my social media links and when I'm going to be, etc., and what I do are all on my website. You'll find my website link in my bio here on TikTok. It's a clickable link. Be careful, there are fake accounts going around with Lady Moonlight or the Mystic Witch. So far, touch wood, there isn't any with the Hippie Gypsy Witch one yet, but I'm sure the trolls will find it and make a duplicate. So how do you know if you are following a fake or my genuine account? If it has less than 9,000 followers, it's a fake. Don't follow it. If it does not have a clickable website link in the bio, do not follow it. All right. That's 2 unique ways. Also, if they PM you for money or readings, that's not me. I will never PM you for money or readings. I don't have to, because people find me for readings, not the other way around. So be careful of the scammers out there. Do not feed into their greed by following fake accounts. I have a little advice video on my profile that shows you how to tell the difference between a scammed account and my original account. So do check that one out. The one thing that scammers cannot copy is my clickable website link. So that's the first thing you look for, is a website link. If it doesn't have a website link in, it's not me. If it has less than 9,000 followers, it's not me. So don't follow them. Okay. Thank you for the follows. So let's go on to one of each. You have got the 8 of Cups for the Old Faithful. And for your unicorn, you've got Cosmic Rainbow. So Cosmic Rainbow is your unicorn card. So the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups talks about leaving the past behind. The past that you had was filled with emotions, and not all good ones. There was a lot of negative emotions. But these negative emotions were never your fault. They were always the fault of somebody else around you. I.e., negative people try to drain your positive energy. And betrayal and fallouts can add to that. So why do we have to go through all of that? Because ultimately you're a light worker. You weren't meant to sit in the shadows of life. You weren't meant to be in the negativity tribe. You were meant to be in a positivity tribe. And that makes you unique, and it makes you special, and it makes you different. And when you are different, what happens is we stand out from the crowd. And we shine a beautiful, radiant light. That beautiful light can also blind people to the point that they try and dim it. But we should never, ever allow anyone to dim our light. Learn from the lessons of the past and the people in it. If people came into your life as friends and left as enemies, what did that teach you? It taught you the type of people or the type of person you don't want to be around, right? So in that lesson, what can you do? You can learn from it. And because you've learned from it, you can then make it easier to forgive those that hurt you in the past. Forgiveness is freedom. If we don't learn to forgive those in the past, we hold grudges. And when we hold grudges, that person, even though they're not in our lives anymore, still have an emotional tie to us. And a lot of people find it difficult to forgive, hold those grudges forever and a day. And then they wonder why they are stuck in a rut and they can't move on. The only way that you can move on is to say, universe, thank you for bringing these people into my life. Thank you for the lesson it taught me. I now know the type of person I definitely don't want to be. I now know the type of person I should avoid for my own spiritual well-being. And I also learn to forgive them. I can forgive them because they taught me these lessons. And I can walk away knowing that karma will give them their lesson as well. Only in forgiveness can we find freedom. Only facing our past, dealing with it, working with it through healing, can we then move on to a better future. So this is a constant thing we should all be doing. We should always look back on our past, if not but briefly. Learn the lessons from it, write it down and then get rid of it, and then we can walk on, learning more lessons along life's way. Good night, Susan. Because, I was that type of person many, many years ago. It took me years, absolute years, to actually build up the courage to forgive my abusive ex for 30 years of abuse. Because it was all of a case of how dare he? How dare he take away 30 years of my life? And then how dare the bullies that I had at school take away 20 years before that of my life? And I found it really almost impossible to forgive because I couldn't forget the hurtful things or the hurtful deeds that they did. But you get to a point in your life where you realise, why am I not able to move on from this even 5-6 years on? And then it dawns on you, because I never learned to forgive. I never saw the lesson in it. And the lesson was, thank you for showing me the type of person I can walk away from. Thank you for giving me that lesson. I know that's not the person I will ever be. And that's why I find it now that I can let you go. And I can thank you for that lesson. And I'm going to give you something that you don't want, my forgiveness. I forgive you for all your wrongs. Because no one else will. And I can walk away free. I cut the emotional bonds, the emotional ties that you had on me, I have firmly cut. And you are no more in my life. And the person I am now, you will never get to know. Because you're not a part of the new, stronger woman that you made me into. And I thank you for that. Sometimes it's a lifetime before we learn that lesson. Sometimes we have to carry that pain within us for so many, many years before we can actually say, no, enough's enough. How long do I have to drag his carcass around with me in my head and allow him into my thoughts? How long do I have to do that? And then you suddenly wake up one day and it dawns on you. The reason I'm pulling his body around with me, even though he's not in my life, he's never been in my life for over 8.5 years. So why does he keep popping into my head? It's because I never really learned the lesson. I do now, and I never forgave. So he still had that emotional tie to me. So your card is asking you, cut those emotional ties, cut them loose, forgive them so that you're able to walk away and leave them where they belong, in the darkness. It's time for you to come out of your beautiful cocoon, spread those beautiful colourful wings and fly high. And you can only do that by cutting the cords of the past. Look for the good. Look for the pot of gold and accept joy. You've been through enough heartache. You deserve better than that. So once you've cut those cords, one, you know the type of person to let go of and not come into your life. You know the signs, right? Because your past has taught you the type of people to avoid. So by avoiding that type of person, what are you bringing into your life? Freedom, peace, happiness, love, and joy. And you're inviting likewise people into your life. You're shining your light bright again, not dimming it in the darkness of others or in the shadow of others. The horse represents speed, moving forward, not back. We're not meant to go backwards, we're meant to go forwards. You never see a river flowing backwards into a sea. It was always flowing forwards. And we must do that with life as well. We must always push forward, never look back. So once you've released all of the negativity in the past, keep moving forward. Avoid the people that hurt you in the past, or the personalities of those people that hurt you in the past, and move forward with positive, uplifting people that see the beautiful, strong woman that you have now become. You could never be that strong woman without the ones that hurt you in the past. So it makes it easier for you to forgive them. And when you forgive them, you let go of all of that pain and the burden just lifts. And you're able to fly free and look for that pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. The future is brighter with uplifting, positive people. You finding your way here to get these readings, to get these messages, was no accident, right? I was always told by my guides from an early age, when they told me, when you're older, you're going to be wise beyond your years, and you're going to go and teach to many. You're going to heal many, and you're going to shine your light so that others can shine their light. And I remember very, very clearly me saying, because I was blind at the time, how can me, a young blind girl, ever do any of that? I could never stand in front of people and read, or go in front of people and teach them. I could never do that. I don't have the courage to do that. But they told me, one day you will look back on the words that I've said, and you'll see why you have to go through what you will go through in order to help others. And I said, well, how do I get my students? How do I find these students to teach? How do I find the sick to heal? How do I find, people that want my help, And again, my guides were wise beyond even my years then as a child. And they said, you don't have to do a thing. You just have to show up and you have to be you. And the right people will find you. It's like if we need a teacher in life, one will appear. If we need a healer in life, one will appear. We don't know how they appear sometimes. We don't know even how we come across them. But they appear. And this is what my guides were trying to tell me. You don't have to look for your students. Your students will find you. You don't have to look for your sick. The sick will find you. You don't have to look for people that are needing guidance. They will find you. And 50 years on, they were so right. But I couldn't see it. I was too young to see that. I wasn't looking at the bigger picture. And now, today, I trust my guides 1000%. If they tell me I'm going to be doing this, that, or the next thing, I trust them 1000%. And because I trust them, I am here today teaching. I am here today doing all the things that they said I could do, and I told myself I couldn't. Sometimes we don't see the future, but our guides do. Sometimes we don't understand why it is that we had to go through the pain in life before we could actually taste the joy in life. But the older and wiser we get, the clearer the picture becomes. Of course we had to go through that pain. Because how can we be good healers if we don't understand the pain that a lot of people go through? My experience of being bullied and abused enabled me to help women who could not see that they were actually living in an abusive relationship. They were assumed that the relationship that they were living in was filled with love and respect. I had one woman that says to me, my husband beats 10 lumps of shit out of me because he's teaching me respect. To respect my husband. And this is what gets drummed into them. Until I sat down with that woman and I said, your husband is beating 10 lumps of shit out of you, not because he's teaching you respect, because he's teaching you control. Get out of line and another punch. Get out of line again and you'll get another punch. That's not love, that's control. And you deserve somebody that doesn't teach you with a fist or doesn't teach you with cruelty, but more that they teach you with a hug and saying, it's okay, everything's going to be okay. Right? But they don't see it until they come to somebody that has been there, done it, and know how deceiving a narcissistic relationship or an abusive relationship can be from the inside. And remember, abusers are only abusers on the inside, behind closed doors. To the outside world, they paint themselves as a hard-working, loving husband that loves and adores his wife. And the outside world have no cause to doubt that. Because they don't see what's on the inside. But somebody that's been through hell and back, and been through all of that and more, sees both the inside and the outside. And they can actually show somebody else. I've always said in my readings, the hell that we walk through in our life providing we journal it, providing we face it and write it down and release it and let it go, someday becomes somebody else's survival guide. That's taking something dark and nasty and turning it into something absolutely beautiful. And it's in that beauty that we find the freedom. It's in that beauty that we can say, finally, I'm closing the door to the past and I'm moving forward. And never again will anyone ever control, use or abuse or hurt me, because I'm worth more than that. And I know that in the future, if I meet somebody that is like that, I can walk away and just not connect or not get involved. And I can also help other people not to fall in that trap. So it's time to release all of that pain that you're going through from the past. Cut the ties by forgiving, moving forward, and you'll find that pot of gold and that joy and that happiness and that freedom at the end of a very long rainbow. And you deserve that and so much more. So I hope that has meaning for you. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Hello, Dr. Sunshine Flyer. You did, but I did your reading. I did one of each card reading for you. So once this uploads to the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel, which hopefully I'll either do later tonight or first thing tomorrow, you'll get your reading. I've done 2 cards for you. But yeah, definitely red flags, you know. But things are going to get better. You've learned so much from it. And you guys wanted to let you know the reason you've been through all of that is to make you a better person and a healer for others. Remember, the storms that you've went through in your life one day will be somebody else's survival guide. Turn something nasty into something beautiful. I'm going to share something on my page, my new Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch Facebook group today after this, that is going to bring that message home for you. And it's a letter to my ex, or it's a letter to my narcissistic ex. I was sent this particular message today, and I wondered, why did the universe seem fit for me to send this for somebody to give me this message? Because within my many groups, a lot of people will share different quotes, and certain quotes I will just dismiss and think, no, don't want to use that one. But this one stood out, and I was told, keep this one, because this one's going to help somebody else out today. And it sure as heck did, because I feel that Erica's reading was exactly why I had to share this letter to my narcissistic past. So watch out for that one. I will share it in my post, on my Facebook post, and I might even share it here as well, on TikTok as well for you all. Because it came to me for a reason, and when I first was drawn to it, and I thought, I don't know what the reason is. This is the beauty of the universe. We don't know why we get these messages. We don't know why we're given this sign, but the universe certainly knew I was coming live tonight, and it certainly knew that Erica was going to get a reading tonight, and it certainly knew the depth of that reading. Hence why that message was received loud and clear and given to me this morning by somebody else. That somebody else that gave me or shared that message had no idea what that meant to me and what it will mean, I know, for Erica as well. But the universe works in that exact way, that magical way. If there's messages to be brought, it will give me the messages before I even go live and do the readings. So I hope that has helped, Erica. Thank you for the heart. Do you know what, Dr. Sunshine Flower? That's what I was saying to Susan earlier on. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what card she wants. So I says when I don't know, and I think, no, I'm not leaving Dr. Sunshine Fire out. Spirit, what cards will I pick for her? And I think Lucy messaged the subscribers Facebook group as well and left a message saying, what cards do you want? But by that time I'd already chosen one of each. So you have got your cards. Oh, bless, we certainly did. You know, I trust my guides. If somebody misses out on a reading and I have to ask my guides seem to know what cards that I should pick. And I'm like, because I was saying to Susan, oh gosh, I hope Dr. Sunshine Fire likes one of each, because that's what she's getting. That's what my guides asked me to give her, so that's what she's getting. Okay. So Erica, beautiful, beautiful message from my guides to your guides. And now I know exactly what that message that I'm going to share later on was all about. So thank you as well. Okay. I think Susan's went away, but Isa's, I think, still here. Isa, I don't know if you've been keeping notes of the list, but I've got Isa, Patricia and Adele. Good night, sister, and blessed be. Merry part till we merry meet again. Okay. So do we still have Isa? Let me have a look, see who we've got. We've got Patricia. I think Isa's disappeared for now, unless she's still there. So I'll leave Isa's to the last. All right. So Patricia, do we still have Patricia? Thank you for the cup. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. You are all amazing. Thank you so much. Yay, Patricia's here. What 2 cards would you like, Patricia? Hello everyone and welcome. This is subscribers only live, but everyone can see it even if you're not a subscriber. Only subscribers can get a reading tonight or comment, because it is subscriber only readings every Saturday. You'll see my full list of events or my live events that I do Monday right through to Saturday on my TikTok profile page, but Monday is my next reading day, which is a gift reading night. So Monday, a Swan Gift will get a 2-card reading for a non-subscriber, and subscribers will get a 2-card reading free on gift nights. And that's this Monday, the 6th of March. Okay, Patricia, I don't know if your answers are coming through, but what 2 cards would you like? We've got Old Faithful or Unicorn, or one of each. I'm not sure if the messages always get through, because sometimes TikTok can eat the messages. Unicorn. Let's do 2 unicorns. I love the unicorns. They are beautiful cards. And then we'll do, after your reading, we will do Isa's and Adele's, even though they're not here, because they can watch the replay of the readings. Okay. So let's shuffle these cards. Beautiful unicorn cards. It's lovely to be back doing these readings. Okay, we've got one that fell out of the deck, so we'll go with that one. And we'll shuffle the cards for the second unicorn. Lovely to see you again though, Patricia. Okay, so let's shuffle these cards. Alrighty. So the unicorn cards that I've got, Magical Crystal Cave is your first one, and your second card, the Freedom of Truth. The Freedom of Truth is your second one. So the Magical Cave, switch on your inner light and bring forward your gifts. Again, so many people are getting pulled out of the darkness and into the light just now, and that's because that's what Mother Earth and the universe needs. They need more light workers. And by illuminating your light, by turning it on, you're going to receive so many gifts. What will be the gifts that you see? The gifts that you will receive when we turn our light on is we turn away from negativity and we accept the gift of positivity. We turn away from control, abuse. We turn away from ego, from narcissistic, bullies, all of that, all the negativity, all the things that are set to control us. We turn away from. We see that that is all an illusion, right? And we see it as all to do with controlling how we look, how we think, how we feel, etc. So when we turn on our inner light, we see truth. What we see is unconditional love. What we see is that we are all different. We are all unique, and we are all special. And what we see is we weren't meant to be sheep, to follow and to follow orders or to be controlled. We were born free, with free will, to do what we want, when we want, and how we want. We were never put on this earth to be told what to do, where to go, and how high to jump. We were put on this earth to make a difference. And sometimes we might feel that we don't fit in. But ultimately, it's nothing to do with the fact that we don't fit in with this world. This world doesn't fit in with you. There's a big, huge difference. Why does the world not fit in with you? Because they are not living in the light. They have not switched their light on. They are still working with control, with ego, with power, with control, with greed, with jealousy. All the things that are meant to keep us grounded to the earth and not set us free. So how do we turn on that light? We turn on that light by focusing first and foremost on us. Focusing first and foremost on Patricia. So looking in the mirror and the reflection that looks back at you, tell that reflection, you are beautiful, you are strong, you're a leader, you are an essence of love and light and beauty. You are unique. You are one of a kind. You are extraordinary. You are loving and giving. You are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of success. And you are worthy of joy and happiness. And you are worthy not to accept anything less than that. Once you say that often enough, over and over and over again, you start to believe it. Despite other people's judgments, you start to believe how beautiful and strong and wonderful you are as a human being. And as a spiritual soul having a human being existence. Once you've learned self-love, you break the mold of control. You turn on your light and you shine bright. And when you shine bright and you concentrate on you, that's when you receive the Crystal Caves gifts, the gifts of healing, the gift of empathy, the gift of truth. Because when you turn on that light, you rise from the matrix, you rise from the illusion that control and those that are in control have over you. And you don't see from ground level, you see from an eagle's height, and you're looking down on the ground from above, and you can see the lies, the deceit, the control. You find truth in you. And when you find that truth and that light in you, you can then share that truth and light with others so that they too can rise and see the light and switch on their lights. Yes, you do and you make a difference in the world, right? That's one of the beauties of waking up. We do make a difference. We might not see it. We might not believe that we make a difference in the world, but we do. The gifts that the universe and Mother Earth give us make a difference. Even if it's a small difference, right? Years ago, there was maybe one or two, maybe a handful of light workers on Mother Earth. That was all Mother Earth needed because the world wasn't in crisis like she is today. But over time, the matrix, the greed, the power, the conceit, the deceit, the deceiveness, the jealousy, the ego, everything, and the greed for more money, more success, more power, meant that Mother Earth was being destroyed bit by bit by bit by bit. And the universe in its wisdom knew something had to give. And it sent in the big guns. It needed reinforcements. A handful of light workers, starseeds, indigo children were just not enough to cut it. So this year is the year of the awakening. It has taken centuries to get us here. But many, many light workers are already prepared for this year. And this year will be the year of truth, where we blast the matrix out of the water and we wake up so many people. And when that happens, maybe, just maybe, we have a fighting chance of healing Mother Earth before mankind absolutely annihilate her. We can see it already in nuclear war threats, etc., battle zones, right? We saw it in the COVID, where it was a mass conspiracy to cull mankind. Again, almost human genocide. It's all part and parcel of the matrix. But lots and lots of light workers are coming now onto Earth, and the truth will be revealed in one way or another. Yep. The butterfly effect. Spreading your beautiful wings and flying high from the cocoon that you were locked into. So the second card that you have is the freedom of truth. Communicate honestly. Be who you truly are. I love this one. Took me 50 odd years to be who I truly was, not the person that everybody else wanted me to be. And yeah, it was 50 years is a long time. But it took me 50 years to learn all of those lessons and to actually, a bit like yourself, come out of the matrix and actually fly high and see the truth beneath me. And see that all of that I went through, there was reason, there was rhyme behind it. Each act of cruelty, each act of control, each act of hardship that I ever faced in life was a step closer to waking up and finally saying that last punch was the last one that turned on that light bulb. And I woke up. I almost lost my life to it, but my guides were fighting hand and tooth, side by side with me every step of the way. And they were determined that dark forces on this earth were not going to destroy the light this time, as it did in one of my past lives. And I did get away from that abuse. And I lived to tell the tale. And my tale became other people's survival guides. And I started to talk my truth. Instead of hiding behind the bully and the narcissist, I exposed them for the people that they are. I spoke my truth. As uncomfortable as it was for the people that hurt me in the past, I spoke the truth. And I will continue speaking the truth, because only when we speak our truth, only when we do not fear the opinions and judgments of others, and we trust our inner knowing, our inner wisdom, and we share that inner knowing and that inner wisdom, that's when we are true to ourselves. That's when we, as you said, the butterfly effect, that's when we spread our beautiful wings and fly high. And this is your time. You have a purpose. The universe had a purpose. The universe purpose was to ask you to switch on that beautiful light and be true to who you are, no matter what other people judge or how other people judge you. Be true to you, always. So I hope that that helps. And I hope that that has meaning for you. A beautiful, beautiful message for those cards today. And it's lovely to meet, likewise, light workers that are waking up, that are coming out of the matrix, because we need more love and light in this world. There's been far too much darkness for far too long. And I know now the reason for my own path. It took me 50 odd years, in fact, probably 56 years, to get to where I am today, with all the wisdom that came with it and the hardship. And we progress out of the darkness, and we fly high like the butterfly coming out of that dark cocoon and then emerging into the light. And for the first time, spreading its beautiful butterfly wings and flying high and feeling that freedom. Freedom from the cocoon, freedom from the darkness which it was embedded into for all those months and years. So thank you for joining me for that, and thank you for being patient for getting that reading. And I hope it helped. Okay, I've got Isa and Adele. I'm just going to have a quick look to see if either of them have returned. I don't think Isa has returned, or Adele. So I'm just going to do one of each for Isa and one of each for Adele. Okay, so let's do unicorns for Isa. And then we'll pick an Old Faithful for Isa as well. Thank you to everyone who is joining and not able to comment. The reason not everyone will be able to comment is because it is subscriber only live tonight. So you need to be a subscriber to be able to comment and to get a reading tonight. My next live reading will be on Monday, the 6th of March. And it will be gift only readings. So subscribers will get a 2-card reading free as always on a gift reading night, and non-subscribers would have to gift a swan to get a 2-card reading. So that is Monday, Tuesday and Friday is gift reading nights. Thursday is free readings night. Wednesday is spiritual chat night, where I will be doing a past life regression meditation. And Saturday is always subscriber only live readings. So that is a new schedule that I have just got in place today. My website is on my bio. If you go to my bio and there is not a website, it is a scammed account. Please do not follow it. Make sure that you are following Lady Moonlight, also known as at the Mystic, at the Gypsy Moon Witch. Hello, Sandra. Welcome. Yes. We have a new subscriber, Sandra. I'm going to put you on the list. So after Isa, I will do you a 2-card reading. Welcome to subscribers. If you're on Facebook, go to my website here on TikTok. Look for my VIP subscriber group and click on that link. All my social media links are on the second page of the website if you flick left. So you're looking for the VIP Facebook group, subscribers group, and click to join on that, and just mention that you are Sandra on TikTok, and I will add you to our subscribers group. We also have a chat room as well, which means all of your readings from now on for the month are free. So you get 2 card readings every time I go live, absolutely free. So welcome to subscribers. Alrighty, so let's do Isa's, and then we will do Sandra, and then we will do Ardell's. Lovely to have new subscribers and lovely to meet new people. Absolutely delighted that you're here. Okay, Isa. For when Isa gets this card, I'm sure Isa will look back on the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. This card readings live and all my lives are shared on the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. You'll find the link to that on my website as well. In fact, you'll find all my social media links on there. So this is the World card, and your Unicorn card is Stargate of Lyra or Lyra. So the World. Isa, you have been through probably a lot in such a short space of time. And in that space of time, you've probably thought that you are unlucky. Anything that could go wrong probably did go wrong. Anyone that could have hurt you probably did. Everybody that did respect you or could respect you probably did. But again, a bit like Patricia's reading earlier, sometimes the hell that we walk through in life is a lesson and a blessing, even though we don't see it at the time. It makes us stronger, and it makes us appreciate the positive when we've gone through so much negative. So it's a bit like bullies. All they know is hate. All they know is how to control and how to hurt and how to get a boost from hurting others. They don't know what it's like to love or to be loved, right? Because they've probably never had it. Their circumstances or their life circumstances may not have, they might have had crappy parents that didn't show them love but showed them abuse. So then they became the abusers. Maybe they had parents that were bullies. So we learn from our parents, right? So they maybe went through bullying. So bullies never learn the difference between love and hate. And they do say there is a fine line between love and hate. And boy, is that ever so true. But when you've actually gone through so much hurt, so much pain at the hands of others, there's only so much that they can push you down before you actually get up for the final time and say, you know what, I'm stronger. And the next time you push me down, I will not go down without a fight. And I walk away. Thank you for the lesson that you taught me. You taught me to be a stronger, better person. And you taught me the type of person that I don't want to be in my life. So thank you for that, and I forgive your wrongs. And I walk in love and light with my own journey and my own path. And once you turn all that horror of the past into something beautiful, the whole world is at your fingertips if you want it. The universe has always got your back when you work with love and light. Whatever you ask of it, it will give you. Whenever you trust it and believe in it, it will trust and believe in you and give you the things that you need in life. You just need to trust it. Many people don't believe in fairies. Why? Because they never see one. Why don't they see a fairy? Because they don't believe in it. Many people don't see unicorns. Why? Because they don't believe in unicorns. And if you don't believe in unicorns, you'll never see a unicorn. If you don't believe in magic, you'll never see magic. And if you don't believe that you are worthy of love and being loved, then you'll never see or feel love. But you have come out the other end stronger and better for it. And the world is at your fingertips now. There is absolutely nothing that you can't achieve. You've been through the worst and you've survived it. You're still standing to tell the tale. And your story will be somebody else's survival guide. And that's something to be proud of. That's something to smile about. And that's enough to look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful and I am strong. I am stronger for all the trials that I've gone through. And if I can get through all of them, there's nothing much else I cannot get through and will get through. Whenever we have a positive thought, we feel positive. Whenever we have a negative thought, we feel negative. It's changing and teaching our mindset to always be positive, to remain in the positive, never the negative. Positive brings positive. So when we keep our words and actions positive, we receive positive words and actions by other people. But when we live with hate and fear and dread and control, we receive all of that back 3 times. So the bully may feel strong today, but tomorrow he may meet his match, because a bigger and better bully will come along and pummel them into the ground. Lesson learned, right? Because now he knows what his victims went through when he punched and pulled them to the ground. Didn't realise it then, but it's only when somebody bigger and better comes along and does exactly the same thing to you that you did to other people that that light bulb switches on. And then there are some that the light bulb just never switches on, even after it's shown to them right in front of their face. There is a true witch's curse, which is it's been labelled the best curse ever. Not that I ever do curses, because they come with hefty price tags. And what do I mean by that? They come with hefty karma. So unless you are a wise crone like myself and you know how to cast a spell with good intent rather than bad intent, do not dabble in curses or hexes, because they do have a high price tag as far as karma goes. Because remember, what we put out, we get back in. So if we put out a spell to harm somebody or mean somebody harm, we get that back 3 times. So the second card that you have is the Stargate of Lyra. Expand your casual chakra and enter the Unicorn Kingdom. What is the Unicorn Kingdom? Unicorn Kingdom is getting out of the Matrix, believing that it's spirit realm, fairy realm, unicorn realm, the magical realms, right? That's the Stargate of Lyra. It's leaving the earth behind and going into the subconscious, the soul part of your mind. When you go into the subconscious, you are entering that Stargate and you're entering that magical unicorn kingdom and communicating with guides, with spirits, with fairies, the angels, the deities. But if you don't open that Stargate and if you don't expand your casual chakra and enter that kingdom, you will never see that light, you will never see those messages, etc. So the 2 unicorn cards work beautifully hand in hand to reveal that you need to move forward into the light. And you need to learn from the past and accept the beautiful soul that you are. So I hope that message has meaning for you. I don't know where that other card went to. It's went... How strange is that? Because I had the two cards sitting here that you... oh yeah, it was the world one. So now that you've gone through all of that, the world is at your fingertips because of all the hell that you have walked through. Learn the lessons of life, let them go from the past. Forgive those that did you wrong. That's going to help you with self-love. Self-love is going to open the Stargate, and you're going to be able to be working with love and light rather than darkness. So, Isa, I hope that makes sense when you get your card reading. Okay, Sandra, what two cards would you like? We've got Unicorn and Old Faithful. And I'm just going to check to make sure that we have no more subscribers came in. Not that I can see. Right, is it the unicorn ones? These are the unicorns, and these are the Old Faithfuls. You can have two of these, or two of these, or one of each. One of each. You've got it. Okay, let's do one of each. So let's shuffle the unicorns, and then we'll shuffle the Old Faithfuls. I call the other deck Old Faithful because they have been with me for years. They're a bit aging round the edges, but I won't part with them because they have served me well for many, many, many years. Okay, let's shuffle these unicorns for Sandra. And lovely to have you with subscribers. We have some wonderful people in my subscribers group and chat room. We all get on really, really well, so. And it means every Saturday you get to join us for subscriber only readings as well. Alrighty, let's shuffle the Old Faithful cards as well. Okay. And of course, the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel has all the past readings videos on there as well, including the past subscriber ones. And I also share them into the VIP group as well for our VIPs. Subscribers. Alrighty. Let's shuffle these. And you'll always see my bird Rio in the background. He's a mummy's bird. He just does not go anywhere without me I've got two parrots, but this one's a baby one, so the youngest one. So he always likes to be with me, whereas the other one likes to be with my partner. Okay, so your Old Faithful card is the Nine of Wands. Again, I call this one the Wish card. I love this card. And your unicorn, be open to abundance. Be open to abundance. So the Nine of Wands speaks of career, hobbies or projects that you are passionate about. Now, whether you're in a current job or whether you are looking for another job, whatever the case, you know the type of work that you want, you know the type of position that you want, and you are focused. Once you know what you want, you stay focused on it and you stick with it no matter what. There's an inner determination that says, I can and I will do this. And even if we work towards something and we fail the first time round, we never give up. We just keep going. We keep chipping away. So if we're looking for a job and we may have to go through like 10 interviews before we get that perfect job, and we might feel we're never going to get anywhere and we must be the most unluckiest person on this earth because we never seem to get what we want. It's the same as if we look for promotion. We do all the work and more, and yet we never seem to be going up the ladder. And it's almost like we're not being seen or we're not being appreciated. But this card is the luck card. 9 is a very lucky, witchy number. Right? They say a cat has 9 lives, right? 3 times 3, 9. So this is why I call it a lucky card, because it's reminding you there is nothing in this universe or in this world that you cannot achieve if you stay focused and determined enough. Yes, there may be a lot of no's, but you might have to go through a lot of no's before you get a positive yes. And when you get that positive yes, you know you're on the right path. And you know you're going to be successful at whatever you put your hand to. So if it's a current job that you're in, promotion is definitely on the cards. If it's in between jobs and you're thinking, will I move or will I stay where I am? Chances are you're going to move, because change is inevitable. If it's a job that you haven't got and you're still looking for that dream job is just round the corner. Yes, you may have had many no's, but you're going to go through that until you get a positive and most determined yes. Stay true to you, stay true to your path, and your path will stay true to you. Other people may have planted seeds of self-doubt around you in your life. And we always have that odd friend, don't we, that does that. Oh, I don't think you should do this. Or maybe you're aiming a little bit too high. Or look at you, you know. How many people, when we go to school, when we're at school, right, we want to do well. So we study really, really hard. And the ones that don't want to do well, they laze about, they daydream, they do everything to avoid the lessons. But they bully the ones that have sat there with their nose in the study books. And they call them all sorts of names, right? SWAT, teacher's pet, all the rest of it, right? Because they're jealous that you've got more determination, more oomph than what they ever will have. And you're going to get to the top before they ever do. So keep being focused on what you want in life and keeping that focus and staying with it and being determined despite other people's opinions of you is going to get you exactly where you want to be, and in record time as well. But holding back just to please other people is going to halt that process. That's not what you want. You don't want to halt the process. You want to bring abundance, which comes in your next card. Be open to abundance. Believe you deserve and accept plenty and prosperity. That's exactly what this card was saying. Stop doubting yourself, stop doubting your skills, and stop doubting your worth. You've got this. You've got all the skills and the abilities you need to get you to where you want to be. Right? The world is your oyster if you only start to believe in yourself and what you are capable of. You might not feel it at times because of the negativity around others, but just believe it, because you are more capable and more stronger than you actually may believe at this time. So stay focused, stay determined. Even if things don't seem as if they're going right, you will get there in the end. Because when you open yourself to being abundant and you believe and you tell yourself, I deserve to be abundant, I deserve success, I deserve respect, I deserve love, and I deserve truth and light, then the universe will give you plenty of that and will give you what you so deserve in life because of your determination. So keep determined and keep pushing forward. That success that you're looking for is yours. You just have to believe in yourself a little bit more. So I hope that has meaning for you. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. We all have dreams. We all have goals. Sometimes we doubt our ability to reach those dreams and those goals. Never doubt it. Always believe in yourself. When you find yourself saying, I can't do, tell yourself you can and you will. When you hear yourself or others say you're not worthy to get that, or that's not for you, tell yourself, I am more than worthy of getting it, and I can and I will go for it. Right? Whenever there's a negative, hit it with a positive. Right? I always, whenever I get a negative thought in my mind, I always tell myself, cancel, clear, delete all that negativity, and I replace it with a positive. So if I hear myself saying, oh, I can't do this, or I'm not strong enough to do this, I'll say, cancel, clear, delete that. I can and I will do this because I am strong enough to do this. So you're teaching your mindset to think positive all the time rather than think negative. We live in a negative world, i.e. the Matrix. And the only way we're going to beat the Matrix is by changing any negative thoughts, words or actions into positive ones. And being aware of our thoughts, being aware of our own actions and how those actions will impede on somebody else. So when we lead with love and light, we'll get love and light back. But if we lead with control or bullying or narcissistic approach, the universe gives us that back as well. So I hope that has helped. And once again, welcome to subscribers. I am delighted that you were able to get a reading tonight. Your first reading as a subscriber. And of course, if you join me on Monday, you'll get another 2 cards absolutely free when everybody else has to gift. So, all positive. Okay, so I'm going to do Adele next. I don't know if Adele did come back. Let me just check my list, because I think Adele's the last one for tonight. Yep, Adele didn't come back, so I'm just going to pick one of each for Adele. And then that's the readings done for tonight. It's been a busy one, but it's been good to get back. Rio certainly enjoyed the readings, as he always does. So much so that they had 2 showers instead of 1 tonight. All right. Let's pick 2 cards for Adele. Welcome everyone that is watching this live. If you are a non-subscriber, you won't be able to comment, but you can still watch the live because this is a subscriber only readings live night. I am back for a public reading for everyone on Monday. So Monday is gift readings night. Non-subscribers need to gift a swan for a 2-card reading, and subscribers get a 2-card reading for free on a gift night. All my reading schedules and my live schedules are on my bio here on TikTok. I also have my website with all my social media links. It has all my crystal shops on there and my Filterless Era natural skincare shop on there, because I believe in all things spiritual and natural, and that's what the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch promotes. Okay. You'll find everything about me on my website. Alrighty. So we're just going to shuffle these cards for Ardell. I'm sure Ardell will watch this back on the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel when I download it from TikTok and upload it to my YouTube. And then from there I do share it to my subscribers group on Facebook and the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch page as well. Okay, so Adele, Queen of Pentacles is your Old Faithful, and Soul Satisfaction is your Unicorn. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles. Just like the King of Pentacles, the Queen has learned through her experience or through her life experience. She's the Queen of Finances. But she was never always this wise with finances. In fact, far from it. Chances are in the past, she probably spent more than what she earned. And she learned many a harsh lesson because of it, i.e. maybe doing without the luxuries because she spent way more than what she should. Maybe budgeting wasn't always her thing. And she learned that to get somewhere in life, to be more abundant, she had to change her mindset and she had to bring abundance into her life. She learned the mistakes of the past and she started budgeting, taking an account of the money that she had coming in, the money that she needed to spend on bills and food, etc., and the money that was left over. From there, she knew that the money that was left over, she could either use for luxuries or she could save for when things got tough and money was short. And that often happens in life, right? You just need to look at Wall Street. They have their booms and they have their busts, right? People investing in the stock market. And if they have a lucky streak, they can earn so much money. But if they have a negative streak and the Wall Street crashes, they lose everything. These lessons are sent to teach us to become better accountants, I guess you could say. To be more careful with our monies going in and our monies going out, so that we know that we've got enough extra for the washing machine breaking down, for example, right? We might have enough extra to save for that dream holiday that we've always wanted. But because we've squandered all of our hard-earned money in the past and it's left us with nothing, we don't go on holiday. So it's knowing what you want and saving for it, or adjusting your budget for it. This is what the Queen of Pentacles is all about. She's learned from her past mistakes and it's made her a very wise and abundant lady. And she teaches that lesson to so many of her kingdom, I guess, right? Subjects is probably more the word I'm looking for there. And this is what we should all do in life. Learn from our past. Be a bit more wiser for it. And our mistakes in our life can be sometimes somebody else's survival. So if we've made mistakes with money in the past, learn from those mistakes and teach it to others so that they don't follow the same mistakes as you made. Helping each other to grow in a positive, loving way. The Queen knows how to become a good leader. She leads by example. And this is what she's asking you to do. Stop following the sheep and lead by example. Be true to yourself and who you are. When you lead with love and light, and you forgive yourself unconditionally for mistakes that you've made in the past and you've learned from them, then you can pass that on to others and turn negativity into a positive. Your second card, soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness and do what makes you feel good. Right? Soul satisfaction is self-love. Right? Honor the fact that you are meant to be different. You are meant to be unique. You are meant to be like nobody else on this planet. Because the universe never repeats itself twice. It makes individual masterpieces. And we sometimes look in the mirror and we don't like that masterpiece. Why? Chances are it's come from other people's opinions. You just need to look in social media, right? And you look in the magazines, fashion magazines, and they're all size 0s to size 10s or size 5s or whatever. And they look fantastic. They look skinny. They look petite. They could fit into any garment because they are so small-waisted, and we compare ourselves to that. But you know, I was also like that when I was younger. And I was always told by my abusive ex, I was too fat, and then if I dieted, I was too thin. And then if I started eating again, oh, I thought you were on a diet. And my weight yo-yoed. I went from 22 stone to 16 stone, back up to 18 stone, and then back down to, eventually to 10 stone. And when I reached that 10 stone goal, I was sent for a photo shoot to be Slimmer of the Month. And boy, oh boy, was that an eye-opener. Because I too was one of those ones that says, I want to be like that model. Size 0, size 5, size 10, size, any size other than the size that I was. Because they look fantastic. Not a hair out of place, not a tooth missing, nothing. They look absolutely stunning. And it wasn't until I went to the photo shoot and I was told, bring an outfit with you. One that you, a new outfit that you've bought to go with your new size. And then the rest of the outfit, we have outfits here that we can let you use for the photo shoot. And I thought, fine. So got my hair and got my makeup done, put my own outfit on, felt great, and then I had to go and put their outfits on in the same size. The shoes were that big at the back. So instead of a size 7, they had gave me a size 8. That's okay if you put your foot this way and that foot that way. The shoes look as if they fit. That was the first boom, light bulb moment. The trousers, they were baggy cream trousers that fitted me on the waist, but I looked like something from Aladdin because they were so wide. Until a woman came behind me with clothes pegs and pinned the trousers at the back. And again, the photographer would say, stand this way, stand that way. So they were getting the models to stand a certain way so that the clothes pegs behind weren't showing. And then, of course, the top was baggy, too baggy for me. And again, out came the clothes pegs. Pinch, 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 all the way down the back of the t-shirt, pulled in the waist perfectly. And then she said, we'll fill in that tooth, we'll photo shoot it. So when the magazine came out and I looked at my photo, I did not recognize myself. Here I was, skinnier than what I actually was. You know, and yeah, it looked like a perfect model's photo. But heaven forbid I should turn around and show that I was clothes peg Annie from behind. That was an awakening moment for me to say, love yourself just the way you are, because the images that we see in magazines are not what they seem to be, right? Chances are there's a whole lot of clothes pegs behind those models in the magazines. And it's not until you actually see that and realise that you think, yeah, I'm going to honour myself and respect myself. Beautiful people come in all shapes and sizes, right? Beautiful gifts come in all shapes and sizes of boxes, right? And we should love ourselves unconditionally, because each and every one of us is unique. Each and every one of us is different. And when we realise that we are walking spiritual works of art, what is there not to love about being you? And when you lead with love and light, you get love and light back. But when you lead with negativity and hurting others, you'll get that back as well. So choose your words, thoughts and actions carefully. Honour your uniqueness and do what makes you feel good. Speak your truth. Be the light that you want to see in the world and help others to shine. That's the message of your cards today, Adele, when you get this back, when you read this back on, or watch this back on the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. So I'm just going to double check that I haven't missed anyone for subscribers, which I don't think I have. I think I've got everyone. Yep, I have. Thank you for the share, Patricia. I hope you found the live interesting and helpful. Thank you for the follows. So I want to thank everyone that got a reading tonight. If you missed your reading, it will be, this video will go on to the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. So thank you to Lucy, Dr. Sunshine Fire, Diane, Susan, Loretta, Adele, Erica, Isa, Patricia, and our new subscriber Sandra as well. Thank you to everyone that got a reading tonight. Thank you to Sandra for subscribing. Absolutely lovely to see new subscribers. I will be back on Monday with gift-only readings. There will be card of the day tomorrow here on my TikTok. Please do not get caught up with scammers. There's a lot of scammers that try and copy my profile. Again, I'm just going to reiterate how you can tell a fake. A fake will DM you with readings as Lady Moonlight or the Mystic Witch, or if they get a hold of the new name, which is the hippie gypsy moon witch. They will try and PM you for readings or money. I will never PM you for readings or money. That's not my style, right? I don't have to. People find me. The other clue, I have over 9,080 followers. Probably more since I went live tonight. But over 9,000 followers anyway. A fake account, if you're lucky, will have less than 200 or 300. My account has always got a clickable website link on my bio on TikTok. If it does not have a clickable website link on my bio, it's a fake account. Please do not follow it. I've put all these tips and more on my TikTok profile in the pinned post. I'm also going to put the new schedule on the pinned post as well. So I hope everyone has found inspiration and love and meaning to their messages. It's great to be back after having a few days off to update my website and change the name on my social medias and website links, etc. So see you all on Monday. Love and bright blessings to each and every one of you. And thank you all for your shares, your love, your likes and your gifts. You are all amazing. Take care. Have a great Saturday, everyone.